Everyone wants something out of plush tubing, whether that's success, fame, or money, or just a great fan base, and many other things. Since everyone in our community wants to succeed, that has created opinion on how to get these things, or on what other people do to get success. I'm pretty sure we can all agree that we want success for making plush videos, if you're a plush tuber. So it would make sense to have something called the Plush Community, a place where people will work together towards success while having fun and making friends. And over the years, many plush tubers have come and gone, but today things have really changed. Our community today has become a very toxic place, which is a big reason why people quit or just stop being associated with the plush community in general. How could something like this happen? Well, things like backstabbing, clout, toxic people and kids, and just sometimes disagreement or the little mistakes we all make can escalate into bigger problems. And a lot of these situations have affected my friends and I. This is the main reason why I even made this video, and I just want all this negativity to end just like you do. I want to go back to a simpler time where almost everybody got along. Now, don't get me wrong, any community will never be perfect. It's impossible. But the Plush community has become a very toxic place, but it's still possible to fix all of this if we work together. In this video, I'll be addressing certain drama that's happened and that just can't be ignored anymore, and that could have been handled more better or more maturely. I know some people will hate me for talking about this, but there's people out there who want what I'm saying to finally be said. This video is not made for attention. In fact, if you're mad at anybody in the Plush community right now, go ahead and just dislike this video and take your anger out on me. I don't want likes. I want everyone in this video to come in and hear me out with an open mind to the end of the video, and then you can state your opinion, and I'll even talk about it with you if it's negative, and we might come to a compromise. But anyways, I also want to say I'm no expert on how to deal with everything going on in the Plush community, but I've seen enough negativity to feel the need to say something and take action, and I hope that what I can say will help a bit in this community. But I'm gonna get started on the first topic now. So what I have to say about this is I think success from plush tubing takes a lot of time or just having natural talent. And to the people who complain about not getting views on your videos, I want to say that you're probably not trying hard enough. And I'm definitely not perfect either. In fact, I'm far from that. But you need to struggle in order to succeed in plush tubing. And just think about like people like Mr. Beast and PewDiePie spent somewhere around over 10 years to succeed as a YouTuber and get to the place they're at right now. And that goes for the same for us. So I'd say don't give up if this is truly your passion. And don't complain. You'll probably just be ignored. And don't get me wrong, there are people that are underrated and they do deserve a hand in their career, but they would only get that if they don't ask for it. This next topic is kind of tricky, but I'm sure everyone knows what we're going to talk about. The situation with MPK and Nintendo Boy and the Super Plush Bros could have been handled a lot better, and I'd say they were all in the wrong, but they all had some pretty good points. For instance, MPK's reviews on the Super Plush Bros are a bit overkill, but there's a miscommunication here. The Super Plush Bros content is different, and it's been getting a lot better in my opinion, but when MPK reviews the Super Plush Bros videos, he reviews them as what he says is a good plush video. But in my opinion, the question I have is, what's a good plush video? Is that based off of people like the Cute Mario Bros or Super Mario 1-4? There's a lot of different ways people can make plush videos, like being random, funny, serious, scary, and telling stories, and many other things. But I think MPK takes the Super Plush Bros videos too serious at times. And I get his point where he wants people to improve their plush videos, and that's great, but not one plush tuber can just please everyone. That's impossible. So I think MPK should review channels based on how plush tubers say their content should be. If I said I make funny plush videos, then MPK should review it based off of how funny my videos are. But anyways, according to Nintendo Boy's Plush Community rant video, there's proof that the Super Plush Bros also went overkill with his responses to the reviews. I know from personally talking to the Super Plush Bros that he can get annoyed from review after review from MPK and Nintendo Boy. But after argument between them, nothing has been solved. I think MPK and Nintendo Boy should just move on to a different channel to review. If they're not getting what they want to change out of the Super Plush Bros, there's no point to keep going at them. But with the Super Plush Bros responses to the reviews, those again were overkill and wrong of the Super Plush Bros. And with this drama between them still going, it will never end between them unless someone will be more mature about this and ignore the things being said or just listening to each other and trying to create compromise to solve this problem. Before I get into this, I want to say that I'm friends with most of the people in the cast, and that I'm attacking no one here. And yes, I've been in 2 episodes of the All Nighters Plush cast, but this was before all the drama started happening. What I want to say about the All Nighters Plush cast is that some of the people in here have made some pretty immature decisions, but don't get me wrong, I have too, and we all make mistakes, but when the same one happens twice, it's not okay. What I'm talking about is what the All Nighters Plush cast did to MPK's review video on the Super Plush Bros. They spam don't care in his comments and dislike bombed his video. It's also the same with Nintendo Boy's Plush Community rant video. Some of the All Nighters Plush cast spam squid emojis in the comments. Now I get that MPK's reviews on the Super Plush Bros was overkill, but there's no reason for so many people to send so much hate to one person when the video can just be ignored by the All Nighters Plush cast and they don't even have to respond in the first place. And when some people in the All Nighters Plush cast ask, how's that immature, it's just squid emojis? Well, first off, you guys could have said nothing and moved on. And there was option 2 where you guys could have been more mature about this and listened to all the Nintendo Boy's points and then tell him why he's wrong in your opinion, but politely so you guys could possibly come to a compromise. With All Nighters Plush cast and MPK and Nintendo Boy going back and forth hating on each other, nothing is being solved. So listen closely when I say this. It doesn't matter whose side you're on, right or wrong. Sending hateful messages will always lead to foolishness. This drama will never end until All Nighters Plush cast or MPK and Nintendo Boy move on or ignore everything or just have a conversation and talk things out. And going back to whether All Nighters Plush cast should go on or not is not my business, because I'd be fine with them going on, but just without them arguing with MPK or Nintendo Boy. I'd remember when All Nighters Plush cast was just some friends talking and then maybe having a guest star on and having a fun conversation. I'd really like it to go back to that time, but everyone who's arguing right now has to let it go. It's immature. Let's all just move on. With all this drama going on, it's hard to keep going for so many people, I won't lie. Especially when nobody's on your side. But this is supposed to be a community where everyone is on the same side. But it's like we've all turned against each other. I want this video to have a positive impact on our community. We can still fix this. It's not too late. We can move in a positive direction. And how will this happen? If everyone can have empathy towards each other, we can all succeed together. Let's just understand one another, and we can all help each other. We all must remember why we're even here in this community in the first place. As I'm writing this, Nintendo Boy and MBK are getting a lot of hate for the Plush Community video. Everyone needs to ignore the reviews that they make if it offends you. Just leave them alone. It will only create more conflict if you make a video trying to attack MPK and Nintendo Boy. This toxic stuff is really getting out of hand, and I'm just one person who can't fix all of this unless everyone moves on with me. Let's all restart. I know this video isn't perfect, and I probably forgot to say some things in this video, and I probably messed up on some things too. But the only thing I have left to say is I can't stay in a community or even be a plush tuber if this keeps going on. And this is everyone's fault, especially mine. I know I should have tried to do something earlier when this stuff started happening, but I'm just hoping that we can all just restart. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below about all this drama and stuff, and we can talk it out. I'll be talking with everyone.